Hello everyone, this is China K-Size. Today, I will demonstrate the calibration of the Clamp-On Ultrasonic Level Transmitter KUM2600. This is the sensor main unit. What you see now is our small 16-probe version. Let's start with the wiring. This instrument is a 2-wire system, powered by a 24-volt supply, and it supports a 4 to 20 mA current output. After the 24 volts power is connected, the bottom measuring probe is connected to the ME port, and the calibration probe is connected to the CAL port. Before installing the probe, be sure to apply silicone grease to the probe surface. For the 16-probe version, applying a layer of silicone grease about 2 to 3 millimeters thick on the front end is sufficient. For the 45-probe or 60-probe versions, a thickness of about 4 to 5 millimeters is required. This ensures tight contact between the probe and the tank wall. The probe should be installed on the lower part of the tank. During installation, rotate the probe to squeeze out excess silicone grease so that the probe makes full contact with the tank wall, ensuring better measurement performance. After installation, enter the Settings menu and select User Parameters. At this point, a dynamic password is required. The rule is dynamic code multiplied by 2-1. For example, if the dynamic code is 32, the corresponding password is 63. Enter. Next, set the tank range. Here, we set the range to 1000 and confirm. Set the sound velocity of water to 1485, confirm, and return to the main interface. Then, you can directly view the waveform interface, which shows the current echo signal. The probe operating frequency needs to be selected between 70 and 300. The principle is to choose the frequency with the highest echo and the smallest blind zone. Using the remote control, continuously press the 1-meter key, and the small black marker will move above. Then enter an initial frequency value, such as 70, and use the right key to gradually adjust the frequency. Select the frequency with the highest waveform. Through actual observation, it is found that the echo at 300 is the highest. Therefore, clear the original value, directly enter 300, confirm, and return to complete the frequency setting. If the on-site installation is on a vortex-type tank, the operation is even simpler. Just continuously press the 0 key on the remote control to enter the automatic tuning mode. Automatic tuning is mainly used to determine the optimal operating frequency of the probe, but the whole process is relatively slow and requires some waiting time. Because the demonstration setup is under ideal conditions, the tuning speed is much faster. Therefore, in practical applications, we usually recommend using manual mode and selecting the optimal frequency within the range of 70 to 300. Return to the main menu. In terms of measurement modes, the system provides 4 types: single probe measurement, diameter calibration, temperature calibration, and dual calibration. Single probe mode uses only the bottom measuring probe. Temperature calibration requires an additional temperature sensor. It is used to compensate for the changes in sound velocity caused by temperature variations in the medium. Diameter calibration uses a calibration probe installed on the side of the tank, and the sound velocity of the medium is calculated based on the known tank diameter. If diameter calibration is required, enter the diameter calibration settings interface and set the calibration distance, which is the tank diameter. The probe height is set according to the probe installation position, and an additional 300 centimeters is added to avoid calibration failure caused by level fluctuations. The calibration cycle is set to 20 minutes by default, and usually does not need to be changed. After setting, simply return. If calibration keeps failing during actual operation, you can enter the advanced parameters in the menu. The password rule for advanced parameters is dynamic code multiplied by 2 plus 1. For example, if the dynamic code is 8, the corresponding password is 17. Here, you can calibrate the sound velocity using a known liquid level. Simply enter the current actual level, and the instrument will automatically calculate and calibrate the current sound velocity of the medium, restoring normal measurement. Sensor calibration demonstration completed. After watching, for more product details or model options, please contact us via our official email or phone number. We understand your needs.